Are there any support groups or resources for parents and caregivers of children with autism?
We have many sports group for the parents of children with autism, and there are a lot of Facebook groups, a lot of WhatsApp groups that are working on it, and you find a lot of resources and help from these groups. Parents do share their experiences in the groups, and you find a lot of resources from national, international professionals in the groups. Our own organization, ASD Welfare Trust, have their own parent support groups for Karachi, Hyderabad, from Lahore, from Peshawar. So many cities are involved in this. And most famous group that I know on Facebook is Autism Resource Group Pakistan.
There a memorable success story that highlights the positive impact of support interventions?
There are many memorable success stories that can be shared. I have been in the field for many years, and during all my experience, I have seen a lot of children that have been um, improved to such a level that they have started mainstream schooling, sitting with the normal children, going excelling in their academics, excelling in communication, and managing their core deficits of the disorder. So. um we do have internationally, nationally, many successful people who are diagnosed with autism and still they are doing very good in their life. We have Qazi Fazli Azim, who is assistant professor at Zabist University. Then we have Zoya Nasir, she is autism activist and working with some finance company. So yeah, they can have their career of their own and they can do many wonderful things using the strength they have with them. So, yeah, autism is not a limitation. It is a new horizon for the children and the world that we need to understand.
How can we address any delays in speech, motor skills, or social skills?
To address the speech delays and social skill problems and motor skills, first of all, it needs a detailed assessment of the child, their level of skills in these areas. And once you got to know what the functionality level of the child is in these certain areas, then the therapist start working on these issues. Like the speech pathologist will work on speech issues, the behavior therapist or psychologist would work on social skills, and the occupational therapist or physiotherapist would work on the motor skills, majorly occupational therapist, as per the need of the child. Um, uh, Depending upon the assessment, they will form the goals of the child and they'll start working with the child.
What advice would you give to families just beginning their journeys with autism?
Caregivers who are just starting with the journey of autism in their family or their children, what is my advice is that they need to be strong and they should look towards the positive aspects. That is, that the child, if the child is lacking in one area, he could have many strengths in other area as well. Moreover, we are blessed that we have a lot of institutes and very competent competent professionals that are now working with autism spectrum disorder, and it is not something that is not manageable, that you cannot deal with. We have a lot of options for this, and what it requires is effort, consistency, and believing in the therapist as well as the child. So yes, believe on your child, believe, choose a good therapist, and then trust the process so that you can reach the goals. Definitely need patience and consistency. So be consistent with the therapies, and child don't always, change the therapist every other month that you don't see the progress. Give them the time to bond with the child and start working with the child. If the child get along with the therapist, they make the bond, you can see a lot of progress in your child. Yeah, there are many memorable success stories that can be shared. I have been in the field for many years, and during all my experience, I have seen a lot of children that have been um,